for our way. I pray to the Lord all to take.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Chicago Bulls. They split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. We'll be watching Pau Gasol in this one. He's done it all and done it well for so long now. Seems like, Shaq, he hasn't really slowed up.
You know, I owe this guy an apology because he was up there in age. I thought he was probably done. But he put up a career high last year, 46 points versus the Bucks. He also had his best rebounding season in his career at the age of 34. So, Pau Gasol, from me to you in Spanish, muchas gracias. I'm sorry.
Much thanks.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry.
Well, silencio, Mr. O'Neal, because it looks like he's going to play for a long time. Because the game is just easy for him, Ernie. His skill set, you don't have to jump. You don't have to be fast. You get it in the post. You take your time. You read the defense, and you score. Dominate and score and patience. Pau Gasol.
Let's get it to Kevin Harlan. And the
Adios.
Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan. Doris Burks on the sideline as well. Just a single game at home. After this one, it's back on the road for the Bulls. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting their 4 games. This should be a terrific battle.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Guys, they split the season series, and there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Payton and Oladipo, the explosive backcourt pair. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post, and it's Harris in at the small forward.
And Scott Skiles has been around the league as a coach for a while now, coming home to where he played most of his career here in Orlando. And at times, he can be a demanding coach.
Payton dishes to Vucevic. Picked by Vucevic. A wide open look here for Oladipo. No good with the triple. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Rose with the ball. Now defended by Oladipo. That's good. Payton with the ball. Vucevic a screen on Rose. Payton drives in. Here's Vucevic. And there's a call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Payton. Chicago with the ball. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
You know what? A lot of three-pointers, but for me, more so, it was the shot selection on those three-pointers. I just felt like they were just too trigger-happy from downtown.
Greg, sometimes you're able to shoot your way out of a slump, but they just kept making things worse. Sometimes the harder you try,
it's just a tough play to finish.
Outside Butler. He kicks to Gasol. Passes it to Dunleavy. Just 5 on the clock. Rose dishes to Noah. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
To the middle. Gasol with the steal. Here's Butler. There's the pass to Gasol. And the wide open shot from Rose. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to Oklahoma City.
And nothing went well offensively on this night for them. They were just completely disjointed.
Yeah, you could call it the 3 Ds: disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, or whatever else you wanted to use to describe that would be appropriate.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And the shot is good. Dunleavy's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Oladipo kicks to Harris. The dish to Vucevic, stolen by Noah. Here's Butler, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
And so Butler nails both of them.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Rose against Payton. Here's Dunleavy. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season. Won the Most Improved Player of the Year award. Really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
Now here's Butler, following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. And that one's good. 6 points for Butler.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And it's Harris off the drive in the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
And for Tobias Harris, a resurgence of sorts last season, Clark, especially from behind the arc, where he shot a career high at 36%.
You know, he'd only hit 25% from 3 the year before, Kevin. So, yeah, monster improvement in accuracy from long range.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And getting back to Harris, there's just so much to like about his game. He lives in the gym, has a tremendous feel for the game, and he knows how to maximize his production within those athletic limitations.
Mirotic is checked in for Dunleavy. Orlando also making some changes. Hezonja, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Watson in for Payton. The Bulls.
He's a combo forward, extremely versed against the better power forward, and he lacks the athleticism of the better small forward. So to get the most out of him, you have to put him in the right matchups.
Now here's Watson. He's covered by Rose. Lets it go from the wing. A rebound by Gasol. The Bulls have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Outside Rose. Now the feed to Butler. That's short off the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And Gasol sends it back. Noah, the pass pass to Mirotic. He feeds it to Rose. Back to Mirotic. Shot clock at 6. The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room. Mirotic has got his first points in this one. The Magic trail by 5. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
So for the Bulls, Gibson comes in for Joakim Noah, and Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose. Orlando also making some changes. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Vucevic. Smith comes in for Tobias Harris. And Fournier subbed in for Victor Oladipo.
And once again, last season, the Magic were near the bottom of the East. Only 15 wins for them against the rest of that conference.
Now we go to Doris Burke, who spoke as Scott Skiles. Doris?
One player he said he's worried about in this game is Pau Gasol. He said with his length and touch, it's really hard to bother that shot. We're going to try to be physical with him, body him up early, and deny him position. And guys, that's what a lot of teams try with Gasol. Force him to really battle through contact. We'll see how it works.
And thank you, Doris. The Bulls leading by 4. And Brooks, here we go for 3. Gibson. Orlando grabs the miss. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Butler. The floor, some good looks. Feeds to Brooks. Outside Butler, back to Brooks. Here's Mirotic. No good on the 3. The Magic trail by 4. And here's Watson. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Fournier. Gasol with the rebound. Chicago has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Butler, and that one is stuffed right through.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Smith with the basket on the assist by Watson.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Brooks kicks to Gasol, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
The Magic trail by 6. Pass to Fournier. There's Azania. 16 seconds left here in the first quarter. Off the screen. That's good on the jump shot. Azania's got his first basket of the night.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Brooks kicks to Mirotic. That's a 2 from Butler, and the Bulls tack on 2 more. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Bulls lead by 6, and we'll be back with you right after this. And Pau Gasol, after some great years and some difficult years, talks about now his newfound excitement playing with the Chicago Bulls.
I mean, I think it's been noticeable just because this has been my decision, too. And I want to make it good, great, actually. Not good, but great.
I think you'd have to say that Gasol's decision to go to Chicago, Clark, was great. He clearly gave it a lot of thought. It's hard to imagine him having made a better pick.
You know, I agree. Not only is he happy, but so are his teammates. Ask Rose and Noah and Butler. Those guys love playing with him, and you can see how the change of scenery rejuvenated the big Spaniard, too.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
They've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
They've kept the ball moving, Greg, and their opponents chasing after it. That's how they've piled up all the points.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So the Bulls 5 right now. The big men are Gibson and Noah. Heinrich and Butler at the 2 and 3. And it's Rose in at the point guard position. Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year, with 111 first place votes to only 5 for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for him.
And how about he and Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history? And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Here's Dunleavy. Noah dishes to Gibson. Pass to Dunleavy. Lets it go with the 3. And he gets it to go. Dunleavy's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Bulls.
You know, looking back to Rose's MVP award, his stats were on another planet that year. He was only the 3rd player to record 2,000 points and 600 assists in a single season since 1973. The other two, LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
It's deflected. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Payton. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
You know, in talking about D. Rose, I don't think the individual awards mean much to him. He's about trying to help his team win championships. And that's the kind of mindset he has to continue to display.
Well, it was a slow start to his rookie year for Payton, but he came along very strong.
Yeah, it looked really good for the Magic down the stretch. Even recorded his first triple-double. I think there will be more of those in his career.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. He dishes it to Gordon. Here's Vucevic. Great defense that time from Noah.
And guys, for Payton, so many were talking him up as the best point guard of the class early. But it's never easy to adjust to the NBA speed, and it just took him a little bit of time.
Rose with the block. Kicks it to Dunlap. Back to Rose. Tries from 10. Here's Gibson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Step for Elfrid Payton is going to be getting his shot right. I mean, he has the tools to be an impact guard, but it's hard to create when you can't keep teams honest from deep.
And for most of his career, Taj Gibson has been a tremendous role player up front. GA, he's been extremely steady over 6 full seasons.
And Kevin, he gives you a lot of energy and athleticism when he enters the game. He's got the great length with that 7'4" wingspan. But to me, it's not just about having it. It's about the fact that he utilizes it, and it really allows him to get in there and attack the backboard and contest shots.
There's the bucket. Good. And that's now 11 points for Tobias Harris. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Rose attacking. Vucevic with the block. Now here's Payton. 8 points his last outing. Oladipo, the pass to Vucevic. Payton outside. All sorts of time. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Yeah, you know, talking about Gibson, he started 70 games his first year and made the all-rookie team. But thereafter, it had been mostly a 6-man off the bench through last season. It happens, but it's still somewhat unusual for a guy to go backwards like that.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That is his first foul of the game. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And Oladipo kicks to Vucevic. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
And talking about Gibson, if he ever wants to be seen as a high-level starter, he needs to work on a few things. More bankable moves in the post, a more fluid post game, if you will, and really increased strength and consistency. I think those things will carry him to that starting five.
Vucevic with the bucket.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
And it's Rose penetrating right wing. Heinrich inside the three-point line, and that one goes long.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
That ties the game.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now here's Rose. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
And equally as impressive, the playmaking. Just sensational. The way he was seeing the court and making the game easy for his teammates.
Here's Dunleavy. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Dunleavy's got 9.
They're hovering around 50% for the game in three-pointers. That's pretty good. But they've really elevated here in the second quarter.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. Watching Mike Dunleavy Jr., he's simply the mark of consistency. We know he's in his mid-30s, but you know exactly what you're going to get out of him every season. I think Tom Thibodeau, last year's Chicago coach, really admired that and loved it.
It's so funny watching Mike Dunleavy Jr. play. I remember when his dad coached me when I was with Portland, and he was a little kid running around, and all of a sudden he's become this great NBA player. But you're right, though. He's made himself into a valuable asset in terms of the role he's been given for the Bulls.
Here's Azania following the three-point basket by Chicago, and that one's good.
He's got to quit while he's ahead, Kev. It worked that last time, but that's an invitation for a turnover.
Bulls have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Noah dishes to Butler. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Mirotic. Orlando grabs the miss.
Talking about Dunleavy, boy, I tell you, he was playing at a high level already by his second season in the league. Practically every statistic across the board matches up since then, and that's over a decade later.
Now Brooks. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Noah, the pass to Mirotic. Brooks outside. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night.
And getting back to Dunleavy's consistency here in his later years, he's one of those guys who has really ramped up the nutrition. He's hitting the weight room. I could make the case that he was a tougher, better player last year, especially on defense, than at any other time in his career.
Picked away. And now Orlando on the break. Dishes it to Dedmon to the right side. Here's Fournier, defended by Butler. Fournier's shot is off. Well, Chicago's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Here's Mirotic. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Mirotic has got his second bucket tonight. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Azania. That 3 off the mark. Bulls have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. And Mirotic kicks to Brooks. The kick outside to Butler. Gasol screen. And the rejection by Smith. Orlando trailing here. 44 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Fournier dishes to Dedmon. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
They're on fire from mid-range, guys. They found a weakness in the defense, and they're exploiting it to a T.
And it's not often you see a team as efficient from that short 17, as I like to call it, but it's really worked well for them today.
And Azania gets it to go.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Brooks kicks to Butler. Unloads. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Butler's got 15 points. From deep three-point range, that misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Orlando out in front, leading by just one. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hey, Kevin, with Derrick Rose. Derrick, how does it feel to get back out there on the basketball floor here for the new season ahead?
It feels good, man, especially playing with my teammates. We have new teammates. We're just trying to come out here and just play hard and compete.
Great to have you back, Derrick. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying the excitement so far. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Out in front at the half is Orlando. They lead by 1 point. And we'll go to Kenny first. What'd you see out there?
Well, give them credit for getting out on that fast break. They made a concerted effort to run every time. Not once, not twice, every time, and it paid off in points. I also thought it wore down the defense.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
The three-point shot has really, really helped them out. I don't always like to see teams rely on the three, but when it's dropping like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens, running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
That's going to do it for now as the second half is just about ready to get started. We'll see you later.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
What a performance. Just look at the game for Butler. 15 points, and he's put one three-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Orlando leading. On the court for Orlando, Oladipo and Harris are the wings. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. And it's Payton in at point guard. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And as good as Vucevic is on offense, guys, he's doing everything he can to catch up on his defense. Huge size and wingspan works to his advantage, although the subpar athleticism hinders him a bit. But, for example, he's averaged less than 1 block per game for his career, mostly because even though he's a 7-footer, he plays well below the rim.
And to Vucevic's point, big problem throughout his career, Clark, has been getting into foul trouble.
Yeah, it's tough. He's aggressive and sometimes out of position. Coaches are asking him to be aggressive, but he has to learn how to do that without fouling. That's the next step in his progression. And some of it is anticipation, so you're not in position to foul.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. Bulls shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
Al Gasol at the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
That free throw missing. It's incredible to think that Pau Gasol last year set a career high in points in a game for as long, Clark, as he's played. He had that 46-point game in January.
Yeah, that's 46 points for Pau to go with 18 rebounds. I mean,
right.
You rarely see a player of his age putting up a career high like that.
Payton drives in. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Payton's got the lead up to 3 now for the Magic.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Passes it to Dunleavy. On its way from Rose for 2. That doesn't go either for Rose.
And with Powell, that 46-point game, he became the oldest player to get 45 points and 15 rebounds.
And the foul called on Pau Gasol. Picked by Vucevic. Harris inside, defended by Dunleavy, and the basket by Harris. And now it's a 5-point Orlando lead.
And a final point, guys, with Powell's career game. It's crazy to think that he did it while not being the first offensive option. I mean, he had been the go-to guy with his time in Memphis for so long.
Butler got a piece of it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo. Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Here's Dunleavy. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Dunleavy's got 11 points.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
Harris outside. Floats one. And it's Dunleavy with the rebound.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Gasol passes to Dunleavy. Bulls moving the ball around. And Gibson kicks to Butler. Butler missing again.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
And the basket by Harris.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Rose against Payton. Rose can't hit.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on it, they expect him to make it.
And really, the Bulls weathered a lot of injuries last season and still had a good showing in the East. Came away with the 3 seed when many thought they would sink down after missing so many games from key players.
Here's Payton. 6 points for him. It's Oladipo on the wing. Shoots from 12. And Gibson sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Here is Rose. He's got 6. Outside Gasol. From outside, off the mark. Magic leading by 5. Harris outside. Vucevic setting the bid for Harris. Mike Dunleavy is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Chicago making a switch here. Heinrich's checked in. And the Magic making a change here as well. Fry's checked in. Rose against Payton. There's a screen. Shot from the low block. Can't get it to go. And in Chicago the other way. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That will be a getaway game for them. A 1-game road trip. Shoots from 8. And Gasol sends it back. Oladipo dishes to Vucevic. And Oladipo, here we go. Another shot. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Gordon. 15 points for Vucevic. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim as they challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
Payton kicks to Gordon. Vucevic to the pass to Oladipo. There's the dish to Fry. Gibson with the steal. Gasol with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. It's stolen by Oladipo. Here's Payton. Payton with another miss.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Gibson dishes to Heinrich. To the right side. Here's Rose. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play. And guys, Kirk Heinrich, a steady, reliable point guard, but not last season. Something went severely wrong with his shot to the point where he suffered career-low shooting percentages from the field and from three-point.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really.
Now here's Watson. Defense is right there. There's a good screen from downtown. That's good. He's 5 for 9. Back from him is consistency, but when he couldn't provide it last year, the team turned to a different backup point guard.
Exactly right, Kevin. Heinrich couldn't have felt good about becoming a third stringer, averaging the fewest minutes per game of his career last season.
Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Gasol. Orlando, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. There's Azania. He's got 11. Chicago grabs the miss. Gibson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Brooks kicks to Heinrich. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Heinrich's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Watson, the pass to Fry. They set the pick. A floater, and Gibson sends it back. Out of bounds, magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Joakim Noah is checked in for the Bulls. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kirk Heinrich. And the Magic making a change here as well. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Channing Frye. The pass to Hazania. Clock at 6. Good on the triple. Hazania's got 6 points in the quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Brooks kicks to Gibson. Back to Brooks. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Fournier dishes to Watson. Brooks on the double team. Watson, the pass to Smith. Count the bucket. Now it's a 6-point Magic lead.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
The drive by Brooks. It's tipped. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Hazania, and Gibson sends it back. They recover it. Fournier's shot is off. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Magic lead by 6. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Chicago with the ball. Butler teams with Dunleavy on the perimeter. Noah is out there with Mirotic, and it's Rose in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Especially now, Greg. I mean, this is a critical point in the game. His three-point shot really could end up turning the tide here and telling the story.
He kicks it to Noah. Puts it up from 12. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Now here's Payton. To the inside. Second chance shot. Vucevic, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul.
Big step last year for Vucevic's offense, Clark. Unstoppable at times, both on the blocks and facing up.
You ain't really trying to get rich. Nah, you don't really want it. Now you don't want that late night gas with no break, like crash in the daylight. I see it in your face. You don't want that blood, sweat, tears, and a bunk bed. Peers know they upset that Lambo in your gate. Nah, you can't take a loss like that. Off that. Wasn't really forced to shop at Ross like that. Don't know how it feel to can't afford like that. Off deck. Right back, had to get it out the mud. We took. Now they tell me do it for the love. Gotta do it just because. Got this ballin' in my blood. Think I came this far to shoot dust. I don't think you trying to get rich. You don't want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. You don't want it. I don't think you want. Now you ain't got what it takes to do it like me. Get your head up in the game or you can sightsee. Waiting for a handout, this ain't that right league. Spend so much time out here balling, it's my wifey. These are what I live, I breathe, I sleep, my dreams are lavish. Went from check to balance. I press, I bet you flop, you all theatric. I'm mostly savage, gambling, take advantage. I'm here to ball while you call off work. When that top jump back, what I call off vert. Before I hit my context, check my call off first. See if I can make a play to get it all off merge. Woo! Let an animal loose. My separation off finesse, I'm just preparing to shoot. Or I can put you on some skates, breaking ankles and news, saying this is what they pay me to do. I don't think you trying to get rich. You don't want it.